Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing a summer, not heat proof, but makeup for those hot summer days whenever we're going to be outside and sweaty, and whenever, like I said, it's going to be super hot outside. I want to show y'all what I do because I do live in Louisiana, and not only is it extremely hot here, it's also very, very humid. So I wanted to show y'all kind of what my everyday looks like in this climate, what I do differently whenever it is summer and going to be really hot outside. So if that sounds like something, excuse me, that's interesting to you, then just keep watching. Okay, so I already primed my eyes with some of the NARS Soft Matte Concealer. Like I said, when I went to my Sephora, apparently we don't have Smashbox anymore. So that's that. Hey, Mickey. He's always gonna go say hello. My sweet boy. Love you. Okay. So it's already primed. So now I'm gonna go in, because like I said, this has just like been my everyday, really quick, really easy look, because it's so hot. So I'm gonna go in with this Chantecaille Mermaid Eye color in the shade Seashell. This shade is so pretty, and I'm just gonna pick some up with my finger, and I'm just gonna run it all over my lid, all the way up to the brow bone, because it is so hot here, y'all. Now, granted, you know, I like makeup. I love makeup, obviously. So, I mean, this is probably more than the average person would do. And some days, you know, I'm like, you know what? I just want to play with eyeshadow and have fun. But most days, it's so damn hot here. I can't really be bothered sometimes. So next, since I haven't used this on camera yet, I am going to go in, and this is typically, if not this shade of this product, one of the few shades that I have, this is what I go in with. I'm gonna go in with the Chantecaille Luminescent eye shade in the Pangolin color shade. You know what I mean? Again, I'm just gonna pick this up with my finger. I am gonna kind of, you'll probably see me do this a lot. It might be kind of weird, but I'm gonna like blow some of it off. Because I find, this is just me, but I find that sometimes that helps with the fallout of the product. I don't know. Does anybody else do that? I don't know. So I'm just going to take this and just kind of pat it all over my lid. And you'll see the reason why I put down that the Mermaid Eye color in Seashell is because when I put these shades down, if I could get my words together, y'all, it helps me when I go in to blend it. Like, I'm not even going to use a brush for this. So I think I am going to pick up just a tiny, tiny bit more of that. Blow it off, whatever the hell that does. So yeah, see, it's just so pretty, y'all. These eyeshadows, I actually have another one on the way. I ordered the Cheetah shade because I don't have that one, and I don't know why. Okay, so see how I did that? Now I'm just gonna take my clean ring finger and just blend it. This one I do find has a bit more shimmer than some of the other ones, but it's still so beautiful. So see, just easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sorry. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other eye. So what's the temperature like right now where y'all live? Here in Louisiana, not only is it extremely hot, it is so humid. Holy moly, it's so humid. And we've been having all this rain, and it is just, it's like with my makeup, I know that it's got to be something simple and easy, because half of it's going to be gone even if I use setting spray. by the end of the day. Because I think I've mentioned before, I'm a sweaty girl and I sweat a lot anyway. So that on top of like 100% humidity, I don't stand a chance. So you don't have to do this, but as I've said before, I'm very extra. So then I'm gonna go in with the Chantecaille Luminescent eye shade in Zebra. Well, actually, I think they have names. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, it's Zebra, but it's rose gold. So I'm gonna pick a little bit of that up just because we're having fun and makeup's fun, okay? Okay. So I'm just gonna take that and go over the top, and I'm just gonna focus that more on my lid. That was Mickey. Bless you. He finally got a haircut, y'all. Finally. Like so I think I've mentioned this before, but he has really bad anxiety, okay? And a few weeks ago, I tried to bring him to get him groomed, and he wouldn't let them groom him. So I had to give him some anxiety medicine to help him, and he finally got groomed. Thank God. He was so long, poor darling. Okay, so that's my eyeshadow, y'all, for like every day. I mean, I am gonna go after I finish my base and everything and add some more underneath, but for the most part, this is what I do every day, getting ready for work. Easy peasy. If I say that again, I'm not gonna say that again. Sorry, y'all. Apparently that's the word of the day. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with eyeliner. I always like to add a little bit of liner on my top lid just to kind of darken the lashes a little bit. I am going to go in today, since we're sticking with the pretty pinky purpley theme, with this Chantecaille eyeliner in the shade Amethyst. And y'all, I'm gonna try to do it on camera for y'all. Who am I? So, I mean, I literally just go in with the tiniest little bit like this. And this is such a creamy, pretty, easily blendable liner. So see, I just add a little bit, and then I go in with this. I think it's like supposed to be for brows, but I just take it and then I just kind of tap it in and smudge it. I don't know what that does. You know what? I do know what it does. As a matter of fact, it kind of pushes it into my lash line more, just to make it look a little bit more natural. So that's what I do for that, y'all. I'm gonna add it to the other eye off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so next we're gonna move on to base. Since I've bought this, y'all, I have been using it pretty much every day. It's the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Skin Elevated Glow in the shade Crystal Nebula. It just adds the prettiest, like, lit from within glow, and I have just really been loving how glowy and pretty this makes my skin look. I mean, I just rub it in, really. And then I did read where she said, you know, give it a minute, like, to set down, because, and it does, like, it really does set down. So I've been doing that for a second and then going in with my foundation, and it's really pretty. I know I'm sweaty and I probably don't need more glow, but this stuff is just so pretty. I'm like, you know what? It just is what it is. I'm just gonna be super glowy. So, I mean, look at that glow, y'all. I mean, if you really wanted to be super natural and not have to worry about makeup coming off or sweating off at all, you could just go in with this. But as you can see, I have a lot of redness. Something really aggravated my skin, so I need some coverage. So I'm gonna give this a minute to set down and I'll be back to do foundation. Okay, so now that that has set down, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. No surprise here, if you watch my channel, the Chantecaille Future Skin Cushion Foundation. Today I'm using the shade Alabaster, just because, I mean, believe it or not, and I know I've said this before, but believe it or not, this is a little bit of sun for me. This is just crazy, y'all. So yeah, I just take that and go in. I don't put a ton because this stuff, y'all, you don't need a ton. And somehow, like, you feel like you're not putting much on, but then you take a step back and it's like it's blurred everything. So it's really crazy. This stuff is just an absolute delight. I will not shut up about it because it's absolutely beautiful. You know what I've realized since I've started doing YouTube? I am a very aggressive blender. The first time I did this, y'all, I went back and I was watching the footage and I was like, oh my God, Kayla. Like, what are you doing? I'm so aggressive and I don't know why, but I can't stop. I can't stop. And I really don't know why I'm so aggressive with my blending. Like when I was like put my bronzer on and not necessarily my blush, but my bronzer and my foundation, when I put it on, it's so aggressive. So now I'm gonna go in on my nose. And then I take it down my neck a little bit because my neck is, ouch, just about to yank my earring out, y'all. I do take it down my neck, you know, just kind of like the excess, just because my neck is really pale. So yeah, see, it's really natural. It's really light, but if it fades very naturally. So next I'm gonna go in with concealer, and I just picked this up. I've only used it once. The Kosas concealer in the shade 0.5. I was finally able to see it in my store. Like, I've been wanting to try it, but the shade 1, when I had seen it, was like way too dark, but I was finally able to see this one in store and it's perfect. It's the 0.5 shade. I've used it once, and the one time I used it, y'all, it is really, really nice. And so I usually do go in and add a little bit just right here. And like I said, my skin's so aggravated right now and I'm so sad. So I just blend this in, my concealer. This concealer, like I said, I've only worn it once, but it's very radiant, very dewy, kind of similar to the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but I guess this is like a, maybe I'm wrong, but somebody correct me. Is NARS, is it vegan and cruelty free? I don't think it is. It might be cruelty free, but I know, I'm almost 100% positive that it's not vegan. So if you want like a vegan and cruelty free option, I think this is a beautiful, beautiful concealer. So I am going to do the other eye off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I finished my concealer. See what I mean? I haven't set it or anything yet with powder. It's just very dewy and very radiant, but I feel like set with a little bit of powder, it really is beautiful. I've been loving it. So next, I always have to set my face, especially with it being as hot as it is. So of course, y'all, no surprise, again, my Chantecaille, and this is the old packaging, Perfect Blur Finishing Powder, and I always use my BK Beauty number 102 brush, and I just set. Now, I'll show you, I don't use this to set under my eyes because it is a little bit too yellow. It's bougie, y'all. I'm the one in my friend group that everybody's like, oh, Kayla, you're so bougie. And if I clean out my makeup or something and give it to people, they're like, Kayla, I looked this up and it's so expensive. And I'm like, you know, I like what I like. And you know, honestly, I saw a conversation over on, I'm part of Jen Phelps's Facebook group, I'm sorry, which if you're not watching her, you really should. I'll link her page down below in the description box. She's so amazing and so, so sweet. But I saw somebody over there talking about I'm gonna go in really quick. I just want to tell y'all what I'm using. The Clé de Peau translucent setting powder. That's what I'm gonna use to set under my eyes. It's bougie. I do use it to set my face too, but I really, really love it for setting under my eyes. And I mean, oops. I wish I could show this to y'all. The packaging is I don't like the packaging. I will say that much. I don't. But look at me trying to use this as a mirror. Let me put that down and actually grab a mirror. Okay. So like I said, I'm gonna just take the tiniest little bit of this. Y'all, I'm gonna get back to what I was talking about, I promise. I mean like the tiniest little bit, and just tap it under my eye. So, but I saw a conversation over there on Jen's Facebook group. And if you're here from over there, hi, thank you for watching. I love y'all. But somebody was just saying how, they kind of get shamed for liking makeup and saying, oh, it's a frivolous thing. Why do you care? Or, I picked up way too much that time. Why do you care? Oh, I wish I had time for that. Yada, yada, yada. I do not agree with that at all. And, I've experienced the same thing. Like, how do you have time for that? Oh, how do you make the time? Where do you get the money for that? And, oh, I only wish I had the time to do all of that. I make the time because this is my hobby. This is part of my self-care. And I think I've mentioned it in a previous video, but doing my makeup every morning just kind of like sets the mood for me for the day. Like if I don't put makeup on one day, or at least a little something, I just feel like I'm not ready. I'm not complete for the day. And it just calms me. It helps me center myself for the day. So I don't think that liking makeup or buying makeup, now granted, take that with a grain of salt. I don't mean buying makeup to the point of like putting yourself into debt, that kind of thing, but a healthy amount. If it's something that makes you feel happy and is what you like, don't let anybody shame you for that. It's what you like. You do it for you. I'll try to find a picture, but I found it's not really a meme, but it's like a meme. Whatever. It's a picture, and it's a picture of the inside of a mask, and it's like covered in makeup, and it's like proof that we put on makeup for ourselves, not for others. And oh God, that resonated with me so much. I'll try to put a picture of it up here if I can find it, but it just resonated with me so much. So don't let anybody shame you. Okay. I'm off my soapbox now. Let's move on to bronzer. Okay, so every day for bronzer, I usually go in with the Chantecaille, the Real Bronze in Sirena. Beautiful. Either that or the Gucci bronzer in shade 1. Those are my favorites. But I saw where Charlotte Tilbury was restocking this beauty, the Glowgasm Face Palette. I have it in the shade Lightgasm, and I haven't used it on my channel. I didn't use it like over on Instagram or anything for any of the looks I created over there because you couldn't buy it anymore. But she's restocked, and I'm going to show you how disgusting mine is. Just so you know how much I freaking love this palette. Y'all, if you don't have it, like I highly, highly recommend it for fair skin. Like I said, I don't use it that much because it wasn't in stock, but now it is. So I'm gonna pull this baby back out. Going in with the Sonia G Classic Face into the bronzer. Y'all, just wait. It's so pretty. Okay. I mean, this bronzer, everything about it. Oh my God. I'm so excited that she restocked this, y'all. And I almost, when she first came out with it, I almost didn't pick it up. But one day, I think I was like, I don't know, like, before pre-COVID, meandering through Sephora. And I was like, you know what? This is really pretty. I'm just going to do it. And oh my God, I am so glad I did. So pretty. She's got a deeper version too. I mean, clearly I picked up the light version. But see what I mean? The bronzer, it looks so dark in the pan, but it is not dark at all. It's kind of like I think if you went in with a more dense brush, you would probably pick up more and it would maybe be too dark, but going in with a fluffy brush, see how aggressive I am? Oh my God, I really need to work on that. I'm so aggressive. Okay, but see, beautiful. I think it's like a baked formula. I don't know. It doesn't say, but I'll try to look it up and link, you know, down below for y'all. But yeah, it's a very pretty shade. So I'm really, really glad that she's restocking this so I can pull it back out for y'all. It's so pretty. Okay, so now the face is bronzed. I did go ahead just to tie everything in and make everything cohesive. I just go in with a little bitty brush and just kind of put some on the sides of my nose. I don't know if it really makes a difference, but it makes me feel better. So next, I'm gonna go in. I think one of these is supposed to be like a all over shade and then the other one's like a pop shade, I think. I just go in, of course, I'm gonna use my BK Beauty number 104 and I just pick both of them up, like just kind of back and forth. Sometimes I use a highlighter, but honestly, you'll see this is glowy enough. And I have that Lisa Eldridge on underneath my foundation. Let's not forget about that. I almost did. So I just take it. It's so gorgeous, y'all. I mean, look, I know you can see that because my lighting isn't very great right now and I can see it. So picking up a little bit more just because we want to be extra glowy. Extra, extra glowy. Look how pretty. Y'all, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it. I'm so glad that she brought this back. I'm almost tempted, almost, not quite there yet, to buy another one to have as a backup. I mean, look at that. That gold, oh, it's so pretty, so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Let me know, do any of y'all have this palette? Let me know what you think about it. Do any of y'all have the darker version? I'd love to hear about that too. Honestly, the blushes in the darker version, I could probably make work for me, but I just hate to, you know, buy a whole palette like with that bronzer shade because I know that the bronzer wouldn't work for me. Just because I'm so pale. Look at that, y'all. So pretty. So like, since, you know, things are opening back up and since we're going to be traveling again, this is perfection for travel, especially if you're going somewhere like tropical or beachy or something like that. Just the glow. Look at that, y'all. Stunning. So now I am going to go in and do my brows. And I still haven't decided if this has replaced my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel, but I have really, really been loving this Kosas Brow Gel. I mean, the packaging, first off, that alone, I mean, that Tom Ford packaging is super classy and classic, but this is just so fun and so pretty. I have it in the shade Taupe. I go in just like always and do my typical brow routine. I still, you know, the fact that I can't decide if it's gonna beat out or if it's beating out my Tom Ford Fiber Brow Gel should tell me like, okay, maybe it does, because I haven't had anything ever that's come anywhere close to that and I can't decide. So maybe, I mean, if it comes down to price, then yes, obviously this one wins because the Tom Ford is very very pricey. And I mean, you know, rightfully so. It's a luxury brand. And I mean, it's a good product. And don't get me wrong, I'll pay it for that product. But I mean, if I can get this and save some money and get the same, I mean, look. And they don't move like all day. They do not move. Like if I were to scratch it or something, obviously, but that would be with any brow gel. But they don't move. It's shocking, and I do like it. So maybe I'll have to do a mid-year favorites video. What would y'all think about that? Would y'all like if I did that? Let me know down in the comments. Now, like I said, I do like to go in and finish up under my eye. I'm gonna go back in with this Pangolin shade and a Refer number 26 brush and just take a tiny, tiny bit, because like I said, this does have some fallout. Look, I may have even tapped it all off. I just let the glitter go everywhere into my coffee, possibly. Look at my mug. I love it. Get a sip real quick. Okay. I love coffee. Any other coffee drinkers out there? So I'm just gonna take it. I can't even see it on there, y'all. Okay. And just run it right underneath. I just feel like with my eyes, I don't know, it just feels bare if I don't have anything underneath, just to kind of tie it in. I'm gonna pick up a little bit more and do the same on the other side. See what I mean? I mean, it's really like, I don't have much at all, but it's just enough just to add a little something, something. So I can't do my eyelashes. I can't put on my mascara on camera, y'all. It scares me too much. Maybe one day, but I'm gonna go in off camera and put on some of these. Is that backwards? I don't know. The Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara, and I'll be back. Actually, I lied. Before I go in with my mascara, since everything else is finished, whenever it's really, really hot outside, I do use a setting spray. And like, this is the only, you guys, oh, I have a hair. I hate that feeling. Oh my God. This is literally the only setting spray I have ever bought and liked. I got the small size from Influencer to try and review for free, and I ended up purchasing the full size. It's this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This, y'all, it really works. Like, people can say what they want, but it works. And I have tried setting sprays before and they don't. This one works. So I do, whenever it's gonna be really hot and I'm gonna be outside, I do use this. So I'm gonna go ahead and spray this on and then do my mascara. Shit. Y'all, it must have had some dried on the thing. It shot me in the eye. So I'm gonna go let this dry off camera so you don't have to sit here and watch me fan myself for 5 minutes. And then I'm gonna put my mascara on and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. Mascara is on, hair is down. So when it comes to lips in the summer, when it's really, really hot, I do typically go in with a lip liner first, just because the humidity and stuff here is so bad. If I just put a lipstick or if I just put a gloss, it's gonna be either gone or all over the place in like an hour. So my favorite, or one of my favorites, I don't know, maybe this is my favorite, is this Wayne Goss liner in Natural Berry. Let me go ahead and swatch it for y'all if I haven't already, just so you can kind of see that. See, so pretty, so, so pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and line and fill in my lips with this and then put some gloss on top. So lips are lined. This shade is just so So pretty. I love this shade. Love it, love it. Now, I mean, really you could just leave it like this if you wanted to, but I like a little extra. Again, me being extra, who knew? I always like to add a little extra. So I'm gonna go in with this Lisa Eldridge gloss in Songbird. This gloss is absolute perfection, and I don't want to mess with the color, so I'm gonna just get some on my finger because I really like, I don't want to mess up the color because the color is just absolute perfection. So I'm just gonna take it on my finger and put it on. I did a review and first impressions on her new products. That was my video on Tuesday. If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely go check it out. I'll link it down below. But I did a first impressions on that and the Seamless Skin, and oh God, it's so stunning. Okay, pick up just a little bit more to put on the top. I'm absolutely obsessed. I love it. Okay, y'all, so that is the final look. This is my everyday heat. I don't want to say heat proof because it's not heat proof, but it's what I do whenever it's really hot outside and I know it's probably gonna sweat off no matter what, but I want it to sweat off and fade off nicely and naturally, and that is what this makeup does. So yeah, what are some of the products that you like to use in the summer? I'd love to hear. I'd love for you to comment down below, and if you like my content, please feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, like this video, I'm sorry, and subscribe to this channel. And if you're not following me on Instagram, it's at beautybykaylak. I'd love to see you over there. I post content over there as well. If you like my content over here, come and say hi over there as well. So yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye.